What's going on, everybody? It is yours truly, Jay Smoothie. I'm here to bring you the next round of NFL picks and, of course, the college picks. So let's go ahead with the NFL first, man. Crazy week we had this past week in the NFL, too. We got Titans and Packers kicking it off this Thursday. You know what? The Packers got that big win against the Cowboys. They needed that one. Of course, the Titans, of course, did their thing. So while the Titans have a better record, I think this might be the win to finally push the Packers in the right direction. They needed that victory more than anything else. And I believe as a result, that momentum is going to push them forward. I want the Titans to win, obviously, because I want the Vikings to win that division, but I'm going to pick the Packers. I think the Packers finally got the momentum booster that they needed. Bears, Falcons. Give me the Falcons, man. The Bears are they're gonna be ready for next year. They're suiting up for next year. They're playing these close games now, and Fields is starting to click with the offense. But you can tell, man, they're like a year or two away from finally having a team that is respectable out in Chicago. But the Falcons, I say, a little further ahead of them in development. Give me the Falcons for the dub. And up next, let's see, Browns Bills. Oh wow, I believe Deshaun Watson has started practicing again. Officially, and I believe he is eligible to return. If he plays in this game, give me the Bills, because the Bills are going to be hungry for revenge. And I think even if he plays or not, they're probably going to win. But the Bills are going to be hungry for revenge after that game of the year heartbreaker against the Vikings. The amazing game against the Vikings. I suggest you guys go back and watch that one with the Bills. Amazing. Just top to bottom amazing. It was a heartbreaker for those fans in Buffalo, but it was big triumph for the fans in Minnesota. And it came down to the wire, and really it had everything in it that you wanted. Twists, turns, as well as a crazy game ending. I'm not going to spoil it for you guys, but all I got to say is well worth the watch. Check that one back. But yeah, give me the Bills. Eagles, Colts. Give me the Eagles, man. The Eagles are going to be pissed after dropping a surprise first loss to the Commanders of all teams. They lost to the Washington Commanders. Just when the team is being investigated, now the city of DC is suing the Commanders. Everything is crashing down on them, but that team is still solid, man. And all I gotta say is, notice how Taylor Heineke. Well, notice how the team is better when Taylor Heineke's on the field versus when Carson Wentz is on the field. Heineke's not their future. Sam Howell is. But all I gotta say is, keep Wentz off the field. Because when you keep Wentz off the field, good stuff happens. I'll get to the Commanders in a minute, though. Let's see, Jets and Patriots. But yeah, in this game, give me the Eagles. They're gonna go for revenge. The Colts got that big win over the Raiders with Jeff Saturday as the coach. It really, for if anything, it just shows that the Raiders need to fire Josh McDaniel. He's clearly not the guy, and he has sold everybody a false uh, bill of goods. And unfortunately, it's caused Derek Carr to cry and literally have a mental breakdown during a press conference. Not good at all for them Raiders, but give me the Eagles. That whole Jeff Saturday could be coach of the year. That's gonna end after this weekend. Eagles are gonna give them a reality check. Jets Patriots. Give me the Jets. I like them more than the Patriots. Sounds crazy. The Patriots they are a team that needs to build up a little bit, retool. As for the Jets are pretty much developing in the right direction. When they get Brees Hall back next year, they're going to be even better. So this season might be lost for them, but even at 6-3, this is still a win for them. They're undefeated on the road, and they're going to the Patriots' house. They're going to Gillette Stadium. So give me the Jets in an upset in that one. Let's see, Rams Saints. Oh, we're gonna go with the. I gotta say, both these teams suck pretty bad. I'm gonna go. I don't think Stafford's gonna play, and if that's the case, and if Cooper Cup's gonna be out for a while, give me the Saints, man. They just need to figure out that quarterback position. Put Jameis back in there, and everything will be fine for the Saints. Because Andy Dalton ain't it. Never has been, never will be. Give me the Saints in that one. Giants, Lions. Much as I love the Lions' heart, I'm gonna go with the Giants. They're the better team, hotter team right now. They're at home. The Giants are just the Giants are another case of a New York team on the rise. You know, Buffalo's already up there. The Jets are now getting their shit together. Now the Giants are getting the shit together. And the Giants are more likely to make the playoffs than the Jets at this point in time. So give me the Giants, man. I'll take the Giants at home. Panthers, Ravens. Give me the Ravens. Panthers are a terrible team. This is going to be in Baltimore, and the Ravens are favored by 12. The Panthers are pretty much cooked. Baker Mayfield is going to get his ass kicked just like he did when he was in Cleveland. And quite frankly, the Panthers have already traded away their best player in Christian McCaffrey, so they've already given up on their season in a way. So go ahead and give me them Ravens. Commanders and Texans. Commanders are 5-5, surprisingly 3-2 away. Give me the Washington Commanders. They somehow pulled off a crazy upset against the Eagles, gave them their first loss of the year. They did the same thing last year when the Steelers went 11-0. Of course, the Steelers bottomed out after that, but the Eagles managed to go basically like a whole 8 games, 8, 9 games without losing. Finally, game 9 they lose. Give me the Commanders, man. They're a much better team than I thought. And I noticed they're better when Carson Wentz is not out there. Wentz does not need to be on that. He doesn't need to be there. I don't like the fact that they signed him. And I don't like the fact that they heavily rely on him in the game planning. Because there's nothing but good weapons around him. But what Taylor Heineke proved is that you don't really need Carson Wentz. You don't need him. You just need a quarterback who is a good game manager who will make the big plays when necessary, and everything will be fine. So, as long as Carson Wentz is on that bench, trust me, Commanders are in good shape. So, give me the Commanders. Let's see, Raiders, Broncos. Oh, give me the. Oh, this is tough because both teams are broken, especially the Raiders after they allowed Jeff Saturday, a guy that's never coached before, only coached at the high school level, to beat them literally 5 days after getting the job. Give me the Broncos. Broncos, they're a little more of a complete team than the Raiders, but even so, Broncos are pretty bad too. So the bar is not necessarily high here, but we can work with it for what it's worth. So go ahead and give me. I'll go ahead and take the Broncos there. Cowboys Vikings. Give me those Vikings, man. The Vikings are somehow 8-1. Somehow Kirk Cousins is playing the best ball of his career. If anything, it really you know what it speaks to? It really speaks to how bad Mike Zimmer was as a coach, because the fact that this Kevin O'Connell guy can come in here and pretty much turn around Kirk Cousins like this is crazy. Now, obviously, we need to see if it extends to the playoffs, because Mike Zimmer did lead them to a conference championship, but nonetheless, we need to see exactly how far this team can go. How far can O'Connell get Kirk Cousins to go? Because right now, Kirk Cousins is playing amazing, but we need to see Kirk Cousins in prime time in big situations, and of course, we need to believe. Well, we need to be able to believe in Kirk Cousins. And right now, we don't necessarily believe in him, but we're gonna see. Time will tell. Bengals, Steelers. Give me those Bengals. The Steelers are cooked for the season already. They've traded away Claypool. They've lost some other pieces. Kenny Pickett is playing like a rookie, which means he's playing like garbage. So if anything, I think the Bengals. I think the Bengals are, I say, more tuned up to win at the moment, because it's not looking good for the Steelers. Plus, the Bengals are favored on the road. I like that a lot. So let's go ahead and pick the Bengals here. Now, Chiefs and Chargers. Oh, I would love for the Chargers to win in this spot, but I don't believe it's going to happen, especially after Sunday night. Go ahead and give me those Chiefs. Plus, their favorite 6.5 on the road. Are the Chiefs? Yeah, they're going to win. Monday night in Mexico City, Mexico. Shout out to my friends across the border. Uh, 49ers and Cardinals. Give me the 49ers. 49ers are favored. Oh wow, over 8 points on the road. That's crazy. And of course, teams with buys. The Dolphins, much needed. Seahawks, much needed after that German game. Same with the Buccaneers, who were also in that Germany game, and they put on a pretty good performance there. The Buccaneers barely squeaked that one out, but they got it out nonetheless. And then, of course, the Jaguars. So, to recap, we're going to go 49ers, Chiefs, Bengals, Vikings. I'm surprised the Vikings are a dog on the road, even though it's 1 point. Broncos, Commanders, Ravens, Giants, Saints, Jets, Eagles, Bills, Falcons, and then the Packers on Thursday night. And of course, the folks, that will wrap up the NFL picks, which means, folks, it is time for the college picks. Let's get it. Now, interesting moment in the top 25 this week. As you all know, top 25 from here on out, because it is week 12. Because look, week 13, we got some matchups. Week 14, we got some great. Like, week 14 is pretty much conference championship week. So, folks, we only have 2 weeks of regular season college football left. It's insane. It's crazy how fast everything has gone by. We're already in week number, I believe it's 12. Yep, week 12. And I'd say this is pretty much the last. Like, even though it's funny, there's some games on right now, actually. There's some MAC 10 action over on ESPN 3. No, I'm sorry, ESPN U and ESPN 2. But this is what I think is pretty interesting. Top 25, we have some pretty good games on deck. And we're going to start Thursday night. Tulane lost that heartbreaker to UCF. UCF, of course, getting it done like I thought they would. Funny enough, let's actually go back. Let's go back to week number 11. That was actually my game of the week right there. Yeah, UCF getting it done 38-31. It was my game of the week. Tulane was receiving a lot of hype that I felt was not deserved. It was deserved in the fact that they were, 8-1 and only ranked number 17, but a lot of people were like, oh, they're going to roll over UCF, and I'm thinking to myself, there's no way in hell, so I'm glad I picked that one right. But I will say this. This is where the bounce back begins. They're favored by 3. They're favored by 3, and, they have slightly a better record here, but the fact that they're only favored by 3, it makes me think that while a bounce back could occur, we're going to go the other way here. We're going to go SMU plus 3. We're going to go SMU plus 3 because Tulane in that game, their passing defense was exposed a bit. They gave up 38 points, and SMU loves to score. And the line is only at 3 points. If you only have to lay 3 for this, SMU's not a bad bet. Plus, SMU's only 6-4. I mean, 4-2 in the American Conference versus 5-1 in the American Conference. Not bad at all. So they're like right there with Tulane. Tulane just has 2 more wins than they do. But still, in terms of the conference, they're like really right behind them in a way. So we're going to go, first pick, we're going to go SMU plus 3 on Thursday night. Oh, wow. Navy, by the way, put up a good fight against Notre Dame. Came up short. Let's see. What is the other game? Oh, TCU and Baylor. TCU still undefeated, only 2.5. They're on the road here against Baylor. I'm thinking maybe in Waco, on the road, they finally suffer their first L of the season. Baylor has been a scrappy team. They've been up and down. Tough to bet on them a lot. This is, obviously, it's going to look like a risky pick on paper, but I think if TCU is going to go down, they're going to go down to an in-conference rival like this. So I'm going to go for Baylor here. We're going to go Baylor plus 2.5. So we're going to go SMU and then Baylor. Our third dog, let's see. Oh, there's a lot of clobbering on a lot of these lines. Oh, here's a good one. NC State and Louisville. Louisville's always been a good favorite pick for me. However, look at that record right there. NC State, number 16, ranked a little bit higher at 7-3. versus 6-4 record. I'm surprised Louisville's favorite, I guess, because they're at home for this game. Give me NC State on the road. That is one of those. We always see a top 25 line that doesn't look right. That's the one that doesn't look right to me. I feel as if NC State should be the one favorite here and not Louisville. So we are going to go NC State at a -4. And let's see. So we're gonna go. So basically, we're gonna go SMU. We're gonna go Baylor, and then we're gonna go NC State. So NC State, Baylor, SMU, and then our final pick, Ole Miss and Arkansas. Very close line here. I thought about this one. The other one I thought about Utah and Oregon. I was thinking Ole Miss and Arkansas. Ole Miss is only -2.5, but Arkansas lost a heartbreaker to LSU. So I'm going to have to fade Arkansas this week, and they're going to have to prove it to me. I'm picking Arkansas to beat Ole Miss, and you can add them in there if you want at a +2.5, but I'm leaving them off my board. Instead, we're going to go for the toss-up, 8-2 Utah, 8-2 Oregon, Pac-12 action. This is the final game of the day that starts 10:30 at night. I'll definitely be checking this one out if I'm awake after my night out. But both 8-2, and Oregon only favored by 3, only by field goal. Oh, Utah can bring it to them, and Utah could very well win this. So, folks, we're going to go Utah +3. Utah +3, NC State +4. We're going to go Baylor +2.5. And then Thursday night delight, Thursday special. SMU over Tulane at +3. So SMU, of course, Thursday night. Baylor Saturday afternoon at 12 noon Eastern Time. NC State 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And then, of course, the nightcap, Utah and Oregon at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So these are the picks for the week. These are the 4 dogs: Utah, NC State, Baylor, SMU. Let's get it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm thinking at least 2 of those I feel like are going to hit. NC State, Utah, I feel pretty good about. SMU, risky because Tulane's going to come out firing after that heartbreaking loss to UCF. And of course, Baylor going up against an undefeated TCU team that has literally been flawless all season long. Both are risky, but NC State, Utah, they're risky, but I feel like they're doable. I feel like if you throw them in a parlay, you're going to win yourself some money. So definitely throw them in there. Enjoy the payoff. Enjoy the games. Folks, it is yours truly, Jay Smoothie, and I will see you all next week. Till then, I'm gone.